crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtodoer.com. It's morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Okay. Where we stand on the playing out of the implosion of the old system, the start of the new system. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've run so many scenarios in the back of the envelope type scenarios. I've shown how the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston has been working on this since the 1970s. And even they had, I think it was 60. I recounted the questions. There's 60 questions in the Road to Ruta Teacher's Guide that the Bank of Boston had about how to move to a new system. Is it even possible to plan something like that out, or will it just end everything? I don't know. I don't know, truthfully, and I don't think anybody does, especially if you're at the Bank of Boston, who's been rigging the markets since the 1970s. Yeah, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, a guy named Stephen DeVoe invented and controlled the first computer programs written by Alan Greenspan, believe it or not, and his friend John Kennedy back in the 1960s. So this is not new. The United States of America has been planning for this since we went on the Federal Reserve System. We went on the Federal Reserve System, unbacked fiat money, because of all the gold in the Grand Canyon. I hope everybody on the Road to Ruta understands that. I know most of you have dug into the research at Road to Ruta. If you haven't, just go to roadtoruta.com, watch the first couple videos, and you'll say, holy shit, everything they say on TV is a lie. So what do you trust? You can't trust anybody. You got to trust yourself. Get your assets in your own possession. All right. So bank runs have started in Russia. They will, you can say they started in Canada, but they started in Russia. The reason that Trudeau in Canada decided to lift the draconian banking rules where they're confiscating money out of banks is because people were pulling their money out. That's it. That's why. It wasn't because he wanted to be a nice guy. The banking system would have failed within a matter of days. So he said, oh, no, we're not confiscating anybody's money. Now it's a different deal. So the central banks around the world have said we're going to cut Russia off the SWIFT system, and Putin knew this was coming. He didn't give a shit. He has been working with China and probably the good guys within the U.S. to take down the evil banking cabal. If you want to know more about Ukraine and the background of why this war is going on, who's at fault, how did nobody saw it coming? Bullshit. There's a great discussion on the University of Chicago website called "Why is Ukraine the West's Fault?" featuring John Mearsheimer, Mearsheimer, that discusses the history of Ukraine, how he got there. He misses the stuff where the United States financed the destruction of the USSR in 1991. And that's all part of the Brady bonds that were gold-backed bonds. That's why they took down the World Trade Center. All that conspiracy stuff all links together. But if you're wondering why Putin is doing what he's doing, just watch this discussion, and it's clearly clear. I mean, if Russia came into Mexico and took over Mexico and said, hey, you're going to be a communist country or whatever, our version of a communist country, we wouldn't be happy about that. What are we doing on the border of Russia? And how did Ukraine get to be where it is? Great discussion by this guy, John Mearsheimer. I can't even say his name. Go check it out. University of Chicago website. Anyway, that's where we are. And here's the article, Russian Sberbank subsidiary likely to fail European central bank self. Now remember, all the banks are interconnected. Even the Russian banks are interconnected with U.S. banks. You don't think Putin's going to say, well, screw you. I'm going to cut off your gas. You cut me off, I'm going to cut off your gas, Europe. And you have no food, by the way. All the fertilizer comes from Russia. And you have no heat. Things are not good. See, that's the thing, though. This all stems from unbacked fiat money. This is a war. This is a monetary war. And you will see the bank runs, not only in Russia and the Ukraine They'll go throughout Europe, and then they'll hit the United States, and they'll hit us hard. Our banks are extremely, extremely vulnerable to runs. They don't have the money. If you go to your bank today and try to pull out all your money, and it's over $10,000, they'll make you wait a week, and then they still won't give it to you. So just keep that in mind. Get your physical silver now. It's all happening. It's just a little bit slower than my timeline I did do for the private road members. I have a timeline right at the front there, December through April timeline. I'd say I'm short about a month. Obviously, I've been thinking, well, hell, I thought silver would break free of manipulation back in 1999 when I first discovered the manipulation. It's been a long road, but I didn't know it went back to the 1850s. So this is all about fiat money. That's all it's about. And the end of the fiat monetary system. You better be ready. Have your own assets in your own possession. It's that easy. It's not rocket science. Get yourself physical silver. Get yourself some cryptos. Silver's going to go to zero. Cryptos are going to go to zero. These exchanges are purely criminal, and the dollar will go to zero. Fiat money will go to zero. And that will be triggered by the derivative crash. So it's got to be in your own possession right now. Don't think about, I'm going to buy the dip. It's not going to be a dip. It's going to be the ending of that system. The ending of the unbacked fiat system, which would close every single crypto exchange. Every single one. They can't run if they don't have a business that's up and running. So even the decentralized ones, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think anything is really decentralized. I don't think it ever can be. So just be prepared for that. Anyway, so yes, it looks like the U.S. bans transactions with Russian central banks, freezing nearly half of Russia's $630 billion in reserves. That's fiat money. Who cares? Putin knows exactly what's going on with fiat money, and he's part of the plan. China's going to attack Taiwan. Part of the plan. The Biden administration will be shown to be the fools that they are. The criminals that they are, truthfully. I don't see America as criminal. I see the current administration as criminal and the old administration as criminal. I see a lot of criminals within the United States of America that we have to take out on the Republican side, especially the Democratic side, obviously. We need to shake out the whole system. Dick Allgire's viewing of Congress coming out of session, literally puking because they couldn't get something done and the dollar died. That would mean $0 in crypto, $0 in silver, $0 in gold, but you won't be able to get any. That's what you have to remember. It's when this system crashes, everything will go to zero. And then we got to start fresh. That's what Ruda's message is that the old system is broken. And nobody knows how to repair it, but they know how to destroy it. And that was to create this derivative neutron bomb, financial weapon of mass destruction. I heard it's close to $3 quadrillion now. It doesn't matter. The Fed is printing money and not telling anybody. They're bailing out every bank behind the scenes and not telling anybody. But remember, the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston is where these Road to Ruta documents started from. So there are good guys within the Fed. There are good guys within the U.S. They're just not in the positions that we see. They're not. Janet Yellen is not a good guy. Jerome Powell is not a good guy. Obviously, Joe Biden is barely mentally functioning, but is deeply connected to the cabal of Obama and Bush. And there was no difference. And the Clintons, obviously. And that's what's dying. Those people are being taken out, but it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be a nice paved road for us. We're going to have to get our four-wheel drive trucks and drive down this bumpy road, and that's where we are right now. So, yes, the Russian citizens are locking down and saying, screw it. We don't like fiat money anyway. Let's start fresh. China will do the same thing. The United States will probably be the last, be forced, because we are the most manipulated by our media. By the way, let's talk about it. Look at the media. It's been pounding the war drums. Who are these fucking criminals in the media? CNN, they want World War III. Fox News, they want World War III. Look at this. Ukraine's foreign minister accuses Russia of war crimes with attacks on schools and orphanages. Give me a fucking break. I'm so sick of the media. They are lying every time they open it. How can you tell a politician or somebody in the media is lying? They start flapping their lips. That's all you need to know. I don't care who it is. They are lying to you. We need to take back our country. They're going after Tucker Carlson, calling him a traitor. This is the most ridiculous shit ever. MSNBC, CBS, CNN, Fox News, they're all the same. They've all been pounding the war drums. Anybody who criticizes Joe Biden's position on war should be put in jail for treason. Calling him a traitor. It's so fucking ridiculous. And here we have the classic. M16 chief faces backlash for saying the Ukraine war is about LGBT rights. Are you kidding me? This is the insanity of our media. This is the head of M16, the what's it, the UK, whatever it is. I don't even know what M16. The British Secret Intelligence Services. Richard Moore. This is all about LGBTQ rights. Are you kidding me? That just gives you an idea how insane this is. All right, let's talk about silver. If you've been following me all weekend, there's issues with the reporting or there's issues with delivery. Let's take a look, actually. To find this info, CME, I think it's delivery. CME Group deliveries. We're talking about silver deliveries for the month. Ah, shit. That's not. I got to go to delivery notices. Nope. Hold on. I should have this all on my board. COMEX delivery notices. Here we go. So, as we saw on Friday, first day of March delivery for silver, there was a tiny bit was delivered, and everybody's going like, what the hell? Let's see if any more was delivered today. It was 900 contracts. I don't think they put this out until later in the day, but let's take a look. Silver, 996 contracts. So this is from Friday. That's it. 996 contracts, which makes you wonder what the hell's going on, because normally you don't want to hold your silver if you're going to be delivering it. Someone stands for delivery. You don't want to hold it because it costs you storage fees. You want to get rid of it. Usually 80 to 90% of all deliveries are done on the first day. Not holding through the weekend, that's more storage costs. There's something else here I want to check, which should be let me go to, hang on one second. CME Group. Silver overview. Let's see what, I don't think these numbers will be, yeah, they haven't been updated. But here it is. Open interest for silver, 8,555 contracts. That's what, 43 million ounces. And they only delivered so it's about 5,000 ounces. That's insane. That's crazy. Same with this. The February 24th trading volume, over 1 billion ounces of silver. Something is askew. Now, I've been through this before on the COMEX. They lie, they cheat, they steal. I'm going to wait till after today to raise the flag and say, what the fuck is going on? Because they might have just been delayed. I don't know. And sometimes they'll just disappear, settle in cash, and you'll see these things disappear. But that's a monster delivery month and a minuscule, the smallest ever as I've ever seen, delivery day. 10%? About 10% of total deliveries were delivered on the first day, when it's usually 80 or 90%. I mean, the obvious thing is they can't find the silver. But there's nothing obvious in silver manipulation. If it's time, it's time. You should be sitting on the sidelines with your stacks of silver lined up. Cryptos can go anywhere at any time. Again, if the banks go down, all the cryptos are gone. You won't even see this website. You won't go to CoinMarketCap. You won't go to your your Coinbase account will be gone instantly overnight. Same with Kraken. You got to get this shit in your own possession now, today, yesterday. Your silver, your gold, and your cryptos. And some cash to ride out the banks being down. This is nothing new. And the focus, the financial focus, is actually on silver. Just like it was back in 2009. What happened in 2009 or 2011 when JP Morgan put their number one leader of the SWAT team, a guy named Bill Daley, as Obama's chief of staff to control the silver price. And we saw what happened. He got in there, it went from 20 to 50, and then slammed down, started a fake bear market in silver that we've been living through for over 10 years now. That's how important silver is. This number two, the guy right in the president's ear. Although our president now is, I don't think he is. I don't think he's the president. I don't know. I don't think we have a president right now. I think the military is in charge. I don't think Trump hung on to the presidentship. He should have. He won the election. We all know that. You go back and, Trump was what do they call it? Impeached. He was impeached twice. One time, the insanity of, he's getting impeached because of the Russian collusion shit. Are you kidding me? Now it's found out that he was right all along. He had nothing to do with the Russian collusion. It was Hillary Clinton. But he was impeached because the media wanted it done, the Democrats wanted it done, and the bankers wanted it done, so it was done. So you wonder who really has the power in the United States of America. If you can impeach a president on a phony, trumped up, ridiculous, you get a full investigation from the Mueller. Guys, every single one of those investigators should be in jail for treason and tried and probably hung for treason. Every single one of those investigators. And Mueller's asked in Congress, in the hearing, about the Steele dossier. He says, I don't know anything about that. What do you mean you don't know anything about it? The whole investigation was based on that. I don't know anything about it. Oh my God. Is America that stupid? I think we are. Well, we're all gonna learn a really hard lesson very soon. And it's one of those lessons that needs to happen. I remember talking to Sean at SGT Report about this, my God, 2010. And I said, we're living in a nanny state. We need to learn these lessons to move forward. And that's why these lessons have to be so brutal. You have to lose your 401k, your retirement, your job, all of it for this lesson to be learned. That's where we are. Hang on tight, my friends. You want more information, go to roadtoruder.com. I'll be posting all week on the private road and the public road and on YouTube. And go check it out. And we start our road show on Saturday. I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. What is a road show? We sit, we talk about stuff like this. We talk about freedom. We talk about the insanity of censorship. We talk about gold. We talk about silver. We sing songs about it. We have Q&As. We have special guest speakers. All kinds of shit is going to happen at these things. Come join us. Click on the road show. It has all the dates where we'll be: Sonoma, Santa Barbara, LA, San Diego, Phoenix, Albuquerque, and it all starts on Saturday. And here's a little snippet of what the road show is going to be like. You guys take care.